Hello everybody and welcome to, I mean it's not really Let's Build, is it? Let's Shunt, live from South Park Quarry. How are we all doing this evening? I hope you are well. Yes, we are here, we are ready to shunt. I have been playing with some clever features and some less clever features. That was an interesting announcement. Yes, James, definitely came out of left field. I would not have guessed that in 100 years. Good evening, Corbs. How are you? Good evening, Ben. How are you? It sounds like we have clipping. Sound is indeed fuzzy. Oh dear. Any better? Please say yes. I do not want to get no internet on that. Oh dear. Good evening, Digger Evans. Good. Any better, or is it much, much, much worse? Please tell me. Right, how about now? Streamlabs, y'all. This is not good. Hang on a second. Alright. How about now? I have checked every connection now, so I'm hoping it's okay. Whoa, there we go. There's the comments I like to see. So yes, hello everybody. Welcome to Let's Shunt live from South Park Quarry. How are we all doing? I hope you are well. Where tonight what we have, in theory, trains that move. And they move the other way. And, you know, rather exciting. So I have been playing with some features of both the clever and dumb variety. I hope that locomotive has a stay alive. It does not, because effort. So yes, for those that don't know how Inglenooks work, there is a exclamation mark rules in the chat. Will get you a link to the shunting puzzles page where the rules are. And B, it's really simple. We have to make up 5 wagon trains. We have a 5 wagon siding and 2 3 wagon sidings. We can move no more than 3 wagons at a time. I actually think I might be restricted to 2. I've not actually got around to testing that yet. Now, obviously, if I were to just pull these 2 wagons at the front here into the 5 wagon siding, that would be a bit easy. So we randomise it. We are going to do that in a dumb way. I have pictures of all the wagons in here. I will pull them out in an order. I will put them down in front of me. Now, obviously, if I do that, you cannot see them. So, if I were to pull out the SECR Loco Coal wagon as the first one to come out, and you were to look into the top left-hand corner of the screen, the SECR Loco coal wagon would appear. Hopefully. And then the SECR van, the Brighton Open D, the Brighton van, the Stevenson Clark wagon. And so if I pulled those 5 out, but in a different order, I can move them into the right order. So I will be able to put across the top of the screen the correct order that we need to get the wagons into. And then that means people here will be able to join in and have some fun and decide on some moves, and we can play together. Can I see a Loco that can't pull the skin off a rice pudding with a million wagons running on a loop on the carpet on stream? No, you cannot. Not here. And good evening, Thomas. I am well. How are you? Are all these pictures in the Loco DB? No, they are not. None of them are. I literally took them earlier today for the sake of being able to do this. If I move this one back over to where it was, I do have pictures of all the wagons that are in front of us keyed up, ready for me to dump on the screen. I'm going to turn them all off now because we've not actually got a train yet. But there we go, we are ready to have some fun and hopefully work. So, I am going to pull some wagons out of here. Starting with an LBSC van. What's the best way to stick wood to wood on a model, say for instance the build train chassis for a wagon body? It depends on what scale. And I am then going to pull a Brighton Open A. Doesn't want to go where I want it to. And the RC Bareford coal wagon. And then James's favourite, the SECR van. And finally, for our first shunt, the Stevenson Clark wagon. So that there is the train we need to make up. In that order. Wood glue, PVA. Yeah, wood glue basically. Evening. Hope everyone's well. Can't stay for long on Chef Park tomorrow. Good evening, Alexander. I am very well. How are you? We are getting ready to play some shunting. Making up the train that is across the top of the screen there. And so hopefully we're going to have some fun. Yeah, wood glue form PVA, but ordinary PVA is not as strong as proper wood glue. Supplying with food. Indeed, James. Wood glue, hold it for a long time. Yes, but what once it's dried? Yes, definitely. And so, for those that either don't know, have forgotten, or aren't looking as well, just to add to the fun, this is free. This is my shunters poll. This is how we couple things. Because free link couplings. I think I've got the camera at the moment in a position I could manage it all. The problem is I'm going to have to move the camera as we do this. I think of the result of the proof shunting. I'm alright, thanks. Been at the Blue Belt quite a fair bit recently, both on roster and public. Excellent. Right, okay. So, Thomas, you think you know what to do for this shunting move, do you? In that case, actually, yeah, this one doesn't look particularly hard. But if you've got the moves in mind, if you want to tell me what you would like me to do first, so we have side in 1, side in 2, side in 3. That is what I have decided. 1 is at the back, 3 is at the front. You tell me where to take the loco, and we'll see if we can make up our train. So we're a quarry. We take in a little coal and some tools, equipment, and ship out gravel. Is that right? The quarry actually mainly deals in stone blocks. Couple what's in 3 to the SC wagon and move it on to 3. Okay, so you want me to take the loco to 3 and couple up. That will be our first move. It would help us if we could see the complete track diagram. All we've got, James, track-wise, is a siding that will take 5 and 2 sidings that will take 3. Nothing else matters. See, once I start moving out like that so you can see more, everything gets a bit small. No, wrong way. Using my battleship. You're going to enjoy this now because I have parked this too close and I can't get my shunting pole in there. Don't knock the dial and make it shunt more either. Why the coupling has got stuck to the front of the buffer beam. We do not want that from our coupling chain, so I'm going to cheat. Locomotive has good brakes. It does, doesn't it? So now we go into the Stevenson Clark wagon. No, we're derailing is what we're doing. You didn't see me do that, did you? No, definitely not. So put the next wagon on 2, move it to 1, then move the last of 2. Well, let's do one move at a time, Thomas, so I can keep up with them, shall we? Deploy the hand. Exactly. Couplings dissolve with UV light. They do not. And good evening, Andy. How are you? Looking good with the backdrop. Thank you very much. Now we need to uncouple this one. Impressive to watch you coupling up around a camera. It is making it slightly more interesting having that done. It's like the modern equivalent of a Rubik's Cube. It is, and it's great fun. So I was just getting written down so that I didn't make a mess of anything. Write them down in Notepad and then give them to me one at a time. Right, where am I going next? Because I've forgotten. Red corner blade dragons missing. See? Good evening, Knuckles. How are you? I hope you are well. Unfortunately, that's an SC for Stevenson Clark, not Sparkshot Custom. Collect from 2, drop off yellow van. Collect from 2, drop off yellow van to SC wagon, pop what's left back into 2. I can only move 3 wagons at a time. Have you read the rules? So what am I collecting and moving? Because I'm getting the impression, because I'm not getting that. Not too bad. So I was just in a food coma, Sunday roast and beer. Oh, very nice indeed. I am saving my food comas for tomorrow. For tomorrow is my birthday. So much food and drink to be had then. The rules don't say anything about only moving 3 at a time. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Look at the track plan in the rules. You have 5 wagons, 3 wagons, 3 wagons, and your head shunt is loco plus 3. Live stream. I did indeed live stream on my last birthday and sat here drinking. Well, in the other room still, but I was drinking Guinness during my birthday. Yes, on stream. But I take it I've messed up your next move, Thomas, and that's why you've not come back to me yet. So I had to quickly do a thing. I'll copy and paste it. No, we couldn't carry out the move you wanted. It was against the rules. Yeah, we can't do that. I can only move 3 wagons at a time. And I can't drop the yellow one, the unpainted one, into this gap here because there's already 2 wagons there. I can drop back out to that siding. Well, those people are cheating. It's in the rules. Right, so we're taking this one into siding 1. Okay. No, don't turn it up too high. Then you have issues. Like driving it too far and crushing everything, including your ability to couple. Yeah, I'm going to put that wagon back on the rails. We knocked it off when we went shunting into it at high speed. Oh, chat's got away from me again. Headshot doesn't fit 4 wagons into the part before the siding nearest the camera. The headshot in reality does. The headshot in the rules doesn't. I ate some birthday cake earlier. My brother-in-law turned 60, so I made a chocolate buttermilk cake. Very nice. Very nice indeed. So I approve of Stay Alive. Nah, they're fine. Don't need them. Birthday cake, yeah, something like that. Still think I win on birthday cakes, I'm afraid. You realise I've had one that was a terrier before, yeah? I mean, we're talking a good 10 years ago now, but that's not the point. Meant the open wagon. Oops. Oh, rank job. Yeah. We need to break down grade. Some skill. The ambulance species proof. Character proofs. Although actually, this move is better. Oh, well, that's okay then. What is that? A digital shunt top screen? Neat touch. Thank you. Yes. Well, I thought if I've got my printed out ones down here, you lot can't see them. So I thought I'd best have them on the screen as well. So I am approved as such. Surely the rules are only there to reflect the reality on the left. No, it's a puzzle. You have to follow the rules. Thunderbolt greater than Terrier. Yes, Gary's had the ultimate birthday cake. Yeah, but Terrier or Thunderbolt? Terrier. Always Terrier. Also, Karen passes for IG and the like. Maybe. Maybe. Regrouping cages. SCR cages. No, so you have to have it in full Wainwright. So now I'm picking up the 2 wagons on siding 2, yes? Okay, so I'll pick this one up, come over onto here, pick these 2 up, and then go back into this siding. Yeah? That sound correct? Excellent. See who needs stay alives. Let me just grab this coupling off here because I've hooked it onto itself and that'll be a right pain to do between the wagons. Yeah, so you didn't derail it this time. Yeah! Even Eastbourne Model Railway Society say hello to you. Good evening, welcome. How is Eastbourne Model Railway Society today? I hope you are well. Small packet, pocket packet, if you will. Normal size packet. I'm obviously not firing this point all the way tonight. I have played with all this and made sure all of these fire well enough. So it's annoying that it's not doing it now we're on camera. Right then, what's our next move? Because I can't leave 4 wagons in this siding. I can only. This is a 3 wagon siding. Whilst I wait for that, hydration is important. My 4 packet chassis runs well on DC. Put Hornby's 4-pin DC chip in. Was useless. Stalled constantly, even on the straights. Need to find stay alive bodge. So this does not have the Hornby chip in it. This has a Lace DCC 6-pin chip in it. Took the socket out completely and fitted it with that. Because, you know, Hornby. Get rid of the first 2 into 2. Okay. Wrong way. Let's pull them out a bit so I can get at the coupling easier. Right then, what's next? Yes, how James has spelt it is correct. Practice this without a layout. There's an English simulator pinned on the channel's Discord server. There is indeed, and it's good fun. I really enjoyed playing with that. It's not one of the brands that I'd recommend. Well, you're seeing it work. It works in all my locos. With the last one, you can do it. Yeah, I hardwired the 4-pin to my ancient Rat 25 is okay. Not wasted, at least. That is good that it's not wasted. My recommendation is Zemo, but Lens and ESU are also good. I mean, ESU and Lace DCC are pretty much the same. Yeah. Pop the unpainted van in. Pop the unpainted van into 2, then couple SC onto it and replace back in in 3. But the Stevenson Clark and the unpainted one are in the right order now. They form that end of the train. They do make good chips though, but now close to the correct assembled rate. The question is where to store it. Salt, vinegar, and battered cod. Well, the only place to store it is siding 1, which holds 5 wagons. Two wagons need to be the wrong order to get into 1. Okay, as long as you are sure. I will flip them round. No, too far. Are we going to get interrupted by shift chain and have to shunt everything out of the way? Need to come through? No, we are not, Corbs. No. So the other 13 connected to the cat food wagon. No. This is how Thomas is doing it. He's the one giving the orders. You can have a go afterwards, James. Lay's chips are Walker's crisps to our American friends. Yeah, but well, they're Walkers to us. Unless you class popping in front, unless you class popping the front 3 of 1 onto 3 as complete. I very much do not, because they have to be in 1. What I meant. Oh, yeah, I know what you meant, but that's not the point. Yeah, kettle chips are good. You're not wrong there. It'll be seconds after this move. Very fancy taking over. When ready, feel free. Well, hang on a second. If you can BRB really quickly, even I don't know what your plan is to go from here. No, don't push the wagon away, then it won't reach. Is the red wagon top right hand side the same as the middle on the cards? Looks different. No, the middle on the cards is this second one here. So these three are in the right order for the first three on the cards. That was weird pointing at something that doesn't exist. Does anyone have a clue what the next planned move was? I've got a feeling I do, but I also think I'm wrong. But we have deviated from what I would have done. No idea. Why not checking with viewers on what they're up to? Good idea, Linny. What is everyone up to this evening? Please do tell. Maybe try moving the first three wagons from 3, then move them on to 1. And I can get one more wagon on this siding. I can get one more on each siding at the moment. So you know. And I can only move 3 at a time. Again, these are the rules. We follow the rules. But yes, what is everyone up to this evening? I do like hearing what you are up to. I am going to hydrate. Oh, Gary, Linny, Gavin, how's everyone doing tonight? I am very well, thank you, Killian. How are you? Oh, Cleveland then, yeah. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Caravan side. I'm trying to decide which to buy. Ooh, very nice. Ask silly question, which side is to be formed on? It's formed on the back side in here with these 4 on it. I've finished my A12 CAD and got it prepared for printing. I'm now starting on the horse box. Excellent. Excellent. Fans working on new layout currently. Oh, new layout. Exciting stuff. Painting packets. Packets are good. I approve of packets. Especially if they're small and called Lion. Trying to find drawing in one of my books. Cannot seem to find it. Ah, that is annoying. Gary, good evening, Rob. How are you? I hope you are well. Leaving the filler to dry in C-class before touching it again. Good plan. Got a recent upload an NWR progress video last night. First in about half a year. Ah, excellent. I shall make sure to check that out. That shall be interesting to see. Well, how are you, sir? I am very well, thank you. We are currently trying to solve. Well, we were trying to solve this shunting puzzle with Thomas, Morris modelling. He was doing all the moves. He's left us here and had to run away. And I don't know what his next planned move was. This order across the top here is the order we are trying to get them into on the back siding. Especially packets that magically move without a driver. Yeah. I didn't have time to do a crew for it this week. It will have one next time we do this. But yeah, whilst he's away, if anyone wants to take over and give us some moves, do feel free. Let's move. Have a tea break. Feed the Quarry kitten. I knew you'd want to make a move like that. Also hunting for my wheel balancing weights to stick onto my Unquest 3 coaches. Fair enough. Yeah, they are quite light to start with, aren't they? So, yeah, that makes sense. So, well, whilst we wait, if no one's making moves, you'll see we no longer have screws sticking out the baseboard. They have not been changed for new screws. They have just had a grinder taken to them. So they are now flush. There's another one there. This is how we stop ourselves running off the edge of a layout when there's no fiddle yard fitted. I hope it will hold a loco coming at it. There's only one way to find out, and we're not going to try. That's never going to happen, James. But in my playing with this, I am constantly flicking the wrong one on here. Because if I flick this point motor, it adjusts for us to go up towards the fiddle yard, which obviously I've not needed because I've not put the fiddle yard on it yet. Some recording real quick. Bye everyone. Okay, enjoy your recording. So we now have down here a do not pull tape like you get on certain types of aircraft when they are sat not in a position to be flying. So a chap can dream. You dream of hearing my toilet flushing. That's an interesting one, James. Very interesting indeed. Signal lever collar. Yeah, I wasn't thinking of signal levers, no. Any rail for it. Yeah, exactly. Any rail for the win. It's great, isn't it? Why make a panel when you can just print out your any rail track plan? Dream of being able to control your house by commands. Matters little what precise thing that ends up being controlled. I mean, you control me with commands by getting me to say things. Does that not count? So, anyone want to take a guess at the next move? Anyone at all? Because I seriously have no idea what he had planned. Unless I think I've got it. I think I know how we finish this. I think we're going to go and get these three out of here and leave this one in this siding first. You're back. Whoa-hey. Let's move it to the Winchester. If you join my Discord, you can go to the Winchester, Sophia, because that is the pub on there. Welcome back, Thomas. Please tell us the next move, because we've all been thinking about it. I think I've just worked out what you were doing. I think I know what you were doing, but keep going. I will get this move done. No. Don't start then. There we go. Oh yeah, that's not hooked up, is it, this one? Oh, yeah, see, I can extract. No, I don't think we want to do that. Winchester, so Simon Pegg and Co. In Zombie, Bash Zombies, isn't it? It is indeed, Gavin. It is indeed. Now we're going to stop about here. Close the gap on the wagons so I can unhook this one because we can only take 3 out of the siding. And whilst we're at it here, just for the sake of this, Loco, 3 wagons, switchblades on points. I can only hold a Loco +3 in my head shunt. That was going to be such a nice move with such great camera work until that fell off. Matador, indeed, the Matador. But even less when you put the buffers in. Yeah. So you're now on the NC. I am indeed. That wagon does not like those. I'm not sure if it was those points or if it was a bit of buffer lock, actually. So, Thomas, come on back. What's our next move? Yeah, I think I know what it is, but I want you to tell us. But that siding probably won't get a buffer stop as such because it's getting the engine shed over it. These 3 will all have buffer stops on them. Move the red wagon into, move the Thomas Meekins wagon into 2. That is what I thought. I think I have got what you were going for. Chin shed shunt. Exactly. Oh yeah, it helps if you put power on if you're trying to move, doesn't it? But yeah, I get much smoother running out of the I've got that at too high an angle. That was my fault, silly me. I have now ordered the engine shed, coal stage and water tower for this layout. Some people will be very disappointed with what I ordered. Have you tried picking up the chops and weighing, turning 180 degrees? Can sometimes be funny on one way, but not t'other. I have not. We shall try that. And I'm going to need to do something with this Thomas Meekins wagon. Because this set of wheels isn't turning. What? Why disappointment? Because it's not going to be made of what they wanted. Right, Thomas, your move. But yeah, despite requests for certain materials, it's all going to be made of sandstone. Yeah, it's going to be sandstone. And it's all been ordered now. Does the building material match better? Well, I mean, it's a sandstone quarry, and I'm going with sandstone. Fitting Bill Bedford sprung W irons, revolution, running qualities. Bit of work though. Yeah, it does seem a bit of work. Pop the grey wagons currently coupled. Shove them in one. Okay. I have considered fitting sprung W irons in the past. I've never needed to, so I've not bothered really seriously looking into it. Scratch that, couple the brown wagon before going to one. And now I read it. Don't often need to do more of a P14, but even in double O they run so sweet. Yeah, see, that's what I've always thought. It's very, like, if I was doing P4, definitely. Good evening, Red. How are you? I hope you are well. You join us with Thomas giving the orders on the shunting. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's buffer lock, and it's when it's coming out straight that we're getting the problem. There. Right, so back to siding one. That's the wrong way to turn it. Do not turn the speed thing the wrong way. Grey van needs a spell on the naughty step. It does indeed. Or sprung buffers. They could all use with sprung buffers. Possibilities, but no, I checked the back-to-backs already. I have had some issues with back-to-backs on some of my wagons, so I don't think it's that. Right, what next, Thomas? What is next? Swapping Stevenson Clark and Thomas Meakin around. Okay. Had to call it SC roughly these ones. The red corners. Ultra plus the letters. Oh, I was expecting you to say it at least once. Wow, that's impressive. Now, none of the wheels on the Thomas Meakin's wagon are turning. Okay, so this wheel set's turning now. This one isn't. So that one definitely needs something doing to it. Nearly ready for the next command, Thomas. I hope you are. In fact, I want to go in a bit more than that, because otherwise I'm going to clip it if I try and go past it. This puzzle is a lot easier using your present coupling system. Imagine the nightmare of Horny type couplings and accidental touches. See, everyone tells me how hard free-link couplings are to work. I'd like to think I'm proving them wrong. Of course the Thomas wagon is troublesome. Of course! Do you have a truck tuner? I've never even heard of one. More a sled than a railroad car. Exactly. Pop the brown wagon in front of the Meakin. Then pop the Stevenson Clark into number one. Okay. So back to siding one. Tension locks are best used weathered as a scrap decoration filler. Indeed. Why is the red wagon back in one? The red wagon is there because that's where Thomas told us to put it. I think for the time being he's just sat out the way. Well, no, you got to get them in the end of this siding, yeah. Truck tuner was like a wheel set on an axle. It said A, the wheels have no flanges, they're intended to be turned by hand. And B, one end of the axle has a cutter to open out the bearings in plastic. Interesting. I do not have one of those. I will have to look into it. I wonder if the fact that the van hasn't been weighted is causing us issues as well. Because it is the lightest item of rolling stock I have. Good evening, Tom. How are you? See, Linny's thinking the same thing as me. I thought nearest one was one. Oops. Fair enough. So very cool. Very good. Thank you. Excellent. Glad to hear it. Now, if I uncouple that there, I can push it down to the end. Now, I know where we're going from here, but it's not me doing it. So go ahead, Thomas. Give us our instruction. You are the driver. Not even really paying attention. I'm just admiring the work on Cabler's packet. Fair enough, Red. It is a wonderful loco, isn't it? I'm glad I was bullied into doing it. No, I definitely coupled that up. You all saw me. Don't wheel spin driver. No, I just zoom away way too fast. I'm terrible on that regulator. Right, where next, Thomas? Thomas's train. It is indeed Thomas's train. Thank you for that link, Linny. I'm glad to see it's DCC concepts. That means I can get it in the shop at shop prices. Pop Meekins into siding one. I meant pulling away without being told. Ah, yes. See, it's been too long since I've looked at anything Railway series. I never even got that. That's all over the place now. You know, I should have uncoupled it whilst it was stopped. Six more moves, I predict. Excellent. Talking to DC concepts, bought some point cranks and stuff. Need to build signals first. To know where to put runs though. Ah, excellent. I look forward to seeing that when some progress pictures appear. I recommend weight in the LBSC weight from small copper discs. Of any small copper discs you have, which may or may not have a face on one side, glued under the floor with super glue. That's the sort of thing I was planning, yes. That grey van's wee bit troublesome, isn't it? Are you sure it doesn't belong in Sodor? It may well do, you're right. Nice coins. No, I'm not recommended defacing clothes by gluing coins onto your wagons. That'd be illegal. Of course. Unpainted van into one. I thought that was going to be the next move. I am glad. Visit Concepts Point Modern. It's very nice. Pick the correct size scale as they need to operate Pico points, etc. This is in a really awkward position, this coupling, so I'm just going to centre it. It's really nice. I think the fact controller buys in old knackered stock rather than spend, or I'd rather spend money on fine whiskey and cigars. I mean, who wouldn't, to be fair? I've come to purchase small copper discs are different sizes to us. Right, where next? Crescent high, yeah, Mason. Scale brass master ones before, okay. Speed of fitting that attracts though. That makes sense. For my big layouts, I plan on 3D printing my own point rod installs. Couple to the brown, then move everything coupled to 3. Right, next move. I mean, obviously we can all see the end here now, I take it. I don't think anyone is confused about what comes next. Move unpainted and meek into 2, put unpainted back to 1, then home stretch, move siding 3 to 1. Exactly what I had in mind. So I don't think anyone is under any illusion of where we go from here. I don't know why I chose to shove this one all the way down the end. It would have been much easier to couple it back up if I didn't do that. Because when you get yourself in these tight corners is when you derail things. Yeah, for solutions, I knew swapping SC and paint was a good idea. Yeah, clearly. Well, when I said it, swap anyway. That's how I think excellent streaming concept. How everyone can sort of join in. Yeah, thank you. I'd say I really wanted to be able to set it up so that it wasn't just me sat here shunting with you all watching. Because that to me seemed like a really boring idea. The fact I can have other people give the commands is fantastic. All this shunting, I can see why containerization came in. Indeed. And you know that came in nice and early. The Brighton had containerization, James. Run, little packets. Okay, it has fired. Fair enough. Doesn't include stacking dimension yet. To be fair, it's a lot more interesting, I think. Also, it means people can see where I'd muck up, although I doubt I'd do worse than some person. So that's why I see stuff built on live stream being used on live stream. It's great, isn't it? Five of these wagons that are out were built on the live stream, which I think is pretty good, really. And there we are. We have the LBSC van, the LBSC A, the RC Barefoot Coal Merchant, the unpainted SECR van, and the Stevenson Clark wagon. In order, as per this. One successfully completed shunting puzzle. And of course, the good thing about that actually, I had company, but essentially the same. Oh, I'll let you off if you had company. Huzzah, I instructed successfully. And Kurt are there for the building of one of them in person. You were indeed. So now, I can take these, fold them back up, throw them in my pot. Kringle my pot round a bit. Obviously, it doesn't have much in there. And then we can start again. With a Stevenson Clark wagon. And a South Eastern and Chatham loco coal wagon. A Brighton Open D. A Thomas Meakins and Sons of Dorset. Thomas Meakins and Dorking there wagon. And finally, an LBSC Open A. So I can now, no, don't be like that, you silly thing. Where's the ones I can't see? Let's move that one there. Move that one there. Move that one there. And then I can take them all and move them all upwards. So, who's going next? I'm going to shuffle the wagons in the... No, I don't need to shuffle the wagons in the sidings first. They are fine as they are. This is the good thing about Inglenooks, is you don't need to do that. You just get on with it again. Imagine if it came out perfectly mirrored. I have seen it draw where there was only one move needed, or only two moves, which is never great fun. You like it to come out nice and varied. Talking of shuffling, has anyone invented an Inglenook card game yet? Not that I know of. But there is the one that Paderborn made that is on the Discord, so, you know. Now I have the paint set for me. The vermilion goes on the entire... Yeah, you cover the whole end of the carriage. So mahogany border on the ducket end. There is not. Got to be up here again. Need to throw away my McDonald's bag. Fair enough. So come on, who's doing it? I thought we were going to have you giving us some shunting instructions, James. Before I disappear, though, I already see 3 moves, but I'd rather not take over than be the yard master. I look forward to some pictures of this when it's done, Javier. break the train behind the LBSC wagon. So we're breaking the train here. Put the front two wagons into siding 3. Suppose I should be coupled back up to them, really, shouldn't I? I uncoupled the loco at the end of the last session. And backed it off slightly. I should have been expecting that, really, shouldn't I? Okay, there you are, James. Your first move is complete. Yes, I think the results are more than brilliant. Excellent, Javier. So 3, bringing the horse shunter. Disconnect from the loco or from the wagon? Am I going there or there? Frustration will come from the gold trim. Ah, you'll be fine. From the wagon, okay. Ready when you are. I can't leave it there once we're there, James. You know that, don't you? That's a free wagon siding. Couple the grey van to the red wagon, uncouple the red wagon from the empty open. Okay, luckily we are already uncoupled. So that saves me 1 step. Ready when you are. Shunt the red wagon, siding 3, uncouple from the grey van. And put the reverser in the correct position. John, I know I'm not giving you much power, but you can push the failed wagon. Okay, next, James. What theme settings layout? Is it its basis or vision, etc.? It is a sandstone quarry, is what it will actually look like, but for the purposes of playing shunting, nothing. Shunt the grey van, siding 2, attached to the empty LBSC. Okay. Done. Quarry connected to the LBSR 1900, 1910s, I believe. Possibly slightly earlier than that, but yes, sandstone quarry, late 19th, early 20th century. Done. Shunt the LBSC wagon into siding 3. And connect to the red wagon. Detach LBSC wagon from grey van. The bot says hydration is important. My hydration vessel is empty. Pre-grouping for the win. BR is nice, but it's hammered to death. Exactly. Pre-grouping for the win. Hydration, of course, about 3 minutes ago I got myself Red Bush tea. Nom nom. Very nice. Let's have a tea break and feed the Quarry kitten. Okay, I will refill the hydration vessel. And we will remember that, as the bot says, hydration is important. As are mugs with terriers on them. Exclamation mark merch in the chat. You know you want to. Oops, I've just realised I've accidentally been on mute for about 5 minutes. Excellent, James. Excellent. Take grey van, connect to the RC Barefoot wagon. Okay. I feel like this grey van has become my shunter's truck, and with the way it behaves, I'm not sure I'm happy about that. Oh, that coupling's in an awkward place, fallen down the other side. Let's grab it and put it back where it's meant to be. Okay, we are coupled to the RC Barefoot wagon, which is not coupled to anything else. The end of this siding is sat here loose. Couple of RC Barefoot wagon to the cat fan. It's an interesting way you're spelling SECR there, James. Take train to siding 2. Okay, trains inside. Only we can leave 3 wagons inside in 2. So it's 5, 3, 3. So I'll allow you to think about it. Uncouple grey wagon from RC Barefoot. Shunt grey wagon to side in 1. I'm back. Hello back. I am Gary. Welcome. We completed our first shunting puzzle and are now on to the second with James in command. Right, I have to cheat a bit at the top and bottom of the drop light bit, but otherwise not awful. I allow cheating, Javier, for things like that. Uncouple from grey wagon. Okay. Right. Grey wagon uncoupled from. Move light engine to side in 2. Couple locomotive, 2 wagons inside in 2. Well, I could see that coming. Are we wanting all 3 wagons, James? Shunt train heads on back into side in 3. Yeah, but am I wanting all 3 wagons? If I come into side in 3, there's not a lot I can do. Because siding 3 already has 3 wagons in it, and it is a 3 wagon siding. And I can only take 3 wagons. This is a really funny angle to have this coupling at. Ah, I see why now. It's cool. There we go. Correction, shunt wagons to side in 1. Right. That makes more sense. wagons inside in one. Disconnect cat food van from loco coal wagon. Okay. Jump remaining to side in two. So is it good to know that I genuinely can make layouts and stuff that works, everyone? All this time you've been watching me, actually seeing me operate a layout. Definitely good to see you make a working layout. Excellent. Where do we go from here, James? You can go a bit further in now, they're uncoupled. One whole section and don't hate the result. Excellent, Javier. Excellent. Locomotive to siding one. Yes, this is fun. Excellent. Glad you think so. Disconnect loco. They are not connected. But I assume this means I'm running off with the SECR loco coal wagon. I should probably couple up to it. Jump loco coal wagon to siding two. There we are, loco coal wagon to siding two. Disconnected. Now, I think we're going to do just one of these streams every so often from now on. And at the very least, between every project. What do you reckon? Cunning plan. Excellent. Sounds like a good plan. I am glad to hear this. Made an error, reconnect and put loco coal wagon into siding 3. Do you mean siding 1? Because I can't put it into siding 3. Siding 3 is full. 1 at the back with 5. 2 in the middle with 3. 3 at the front with 3. I approve of running sessions. It increases content variety. Seems like a good idea. First time I've watched this shunt, and it's cool. First time I've ever shunted. We've only just built this layout on the live stream. We got this far actually. Discipline projects, they are fun. I'm glad to hear this. I have been purchasing more projects. I got a DJH LBSC C2 kit to build the other day. No, definitely free, but we're going to disconnect first. Okay. So we shall have a C2 to build at some point in the future. C2, indeed, C2. Connect local coal wagon to the open D. Disconnect from Thomas Meekins. And shunt to siding 1. Off we go. Preferably without our train breaking. Just more realism, you know. Chain broke. The link broke. That's what I'm saying anyway. Does oops no longer? It should work. That's something I didn't. If it was, I've not disabled any commands. So if we have an oops, it should have worked. Connect grey van to train. Grey van connected to train. Grey van is not coupled to the Stevenson Clark van. There we go. The command was, oh dear, that's why it wasn't working, James. Shunt train siding 2 and disconnect grey van. No, controller. That is not the button I wanted to press. Do what I want, not what I say. Disconnected. A bit like the puzzle. with the goat and the wolf and the bushel of wheat. It is, and it's good fun. So where are we going with the rest of our wagons, James? Take 2 wagons, siding 3, then have another tea break. That means me overloading siding 3 before a tea break. That's naughty. But now no one else can shunt. How very rude of us. Hydration is important. So, how is everyone doing? And what are we up to this evening, those who haven't told me already? It's harder than it looks. It is indeed, isn't it, James? Well, would you like to retire and give the challenge to someone else? Because I'm sure someone else will take it up if you would like. That could be a thing that I do, yes. Okay then, I'm going to put these so they're not in an illegal position. So who else would like to go? We have a puzzle. It needs solving. And I am quite happy for all takers to come and take it on. No one. There is no one that would like to take over the puzzle. I see stuff starting to appear, but I can't see. Have I accidentally made it very, very hard? I mean, maybe. But this is the joys of Inglenook puzzles, is you never know how hard your solution is going to be. So, Javier, are you saying you want to take over as attempting to work out the puzzle? Because if that's what you're saying, I am willing for us to give that a go. I know what I would do at this stage. It's difficult to summon enough working memory to look ahead in enough steps. Fair enough. But if you want to take over, Javier, you can. Otherwise, I have knowledge of what I would do. And I am going to back the train into and put it into siding 3 of the loco. I've left the train behind. I have flipped that the right way. I know what I'm doing, honest. I haven't had the whole picture, but I won't pass up an opportunity. Okay, so if you want to look up on the rules, Javier, exclamation mark rules in the chat to get a link. But basically, we have a siding at the back that can hold 5 wagons, and that needs to get this train up here into it. Then we have 3 wagons here and 3 wagons here. And we can take 3 wagons off into the head shunt. That is basically all you need to know. And I can punch the camera still. Used to do a lot of shunting with FLTs, but you're only moving 1 or 2 pallets at a time. Easier and quicker to suss out. Yeah. You sir have an interesting game. It is a good fun game. I definitely know what my first few moves at this point would be. In fact, I think I could solve it. I think I know how to solve it from here. But yeah, it's a good fun game. This is the whole point of this layout, was being able to play this game. So we have the Gary solution. I am not against having the Gary solution whilst Javier familiarises himself with the rules. And then we shall have time for another one. Exactly, Javier. James, Javier can do the next one from the start. That's what I was trying to say. So we're going to bring these 2 round to the front. Couple up to our SECR coal wagon. Drop this one because we can't take that many into the head shunt. Yeah, it was behind the van. Now you can see it. Well, that's definitely not the way you're supposed to do that. We just split the points there. That's the Thomas Meekins wagon and its dodgy wheels that don't turn. And then me not getting it back on the track when up before properly and then starting off again. Right, why is Gary Bot 3.0? What happened to the other two? I am Gary Bot 2.0. The question is, what happened to number 1? I am Gary Bot 2.0. I am nothing more than a pair of hands and a computer. I made 3.0 to help me do my job. I'm now going to use these to take this one and shunt it also off to the front siding. Suspicious. Wow, it's gone straight across the points again. Let's actually make sure we get it on the track properly before starting off this time. And then we're going to go back to the front one. We're going to pick up the Stevenson Clark wagon. And do you know what we're going to do with that? We're going to dump it in the front siding. This is where coupling becomes fun. But not impossible. Guess what the Thomas Meakins wagon did? Now we can take these two wagons and dump them straight into siding one, where they are now in the correct positions. Let's push them right in. We don't need those two now. They are where they live. Next thing we need is the open D that we have just shoved in the front siding. So we'll take the Stevenson Clark and the open D. Drop the open D off. And then the next things we need after that are the South Eastern Chatham Loco Coal and then the Stevenson Clark wagon. So we head back up to the front. We collect the South Eastern Chatham Loco Coal. And we complete our puzzle. And this is the Gary solution. Indeed, that is the Gary solution. We are done. So I will fold my bits back up, throw them in the pot, and are you ready now, Javier? And familiar with the rules enough that you want to give it a go? I will shake these around, turn off the wagon cards. Okay, nice work indeed. Excellent. So we are going to start with the SECR van. And then we are going to have the Open D. We will follow that with the Brighton van. The Stevenson Clark wagon. And finally, the Thomas Meekins wagon. No, I didn't want to make you bigger. I will now drag my invisible ones around so that they're not in the way. And then I can shift the whole lot to the top. Right then, there we go, Javier. Are you ready? Interesting selection in yes, it is a very interesting selection. Soon as you are ready, we will get underway. And you can start directing the shunting moves. Because I am certainly ready to go on it now. I've not worked it out yet, though, you'll be glad to know. Disconnect and shunt the Brighton van and the Open to the front. So this one and this one to the front, yes? Out of siding 2. Yes, excellent. Yeah, for the sake of terminology, siding 1 is the 5 wagon at the back, 2 in the middle, 3 at the front. Get in a more sensible position, coupling. That's better. Oh, of course you're coupled up. Typical. I'm impressed it's only 2 wagons we seem to have issues with. Right then, what comes next? Must have been extraordinarily expensive sandstone of carrying it out. Oh, and the materials in requires this many labour hours each time. Well, it kind of doesn't really. Shunt the first two wagons from siding 1 to siding 2. Okay. The point of the shunting puzzle isn't to be realistic operations, is it, James? This is a layout devised for the sake of being able to have a shunting puzzle that I could play with. And I first showed off the baseboards and track plan for this layout in what is called episode 1 of Let's Build, although it actually was the second episode. Change all the points. There we are. Fascinating how different people conceive of layouts and how to interact with them. First episode is episode 0, of course. It is indeed. Really would take longer. One must waddle up and down the tracks with a hook on a broomstick. I mean, my hook's on a optician's shiny in your eye thing. Take the SC from 2 and shunt it into 3. Okay. There we are. Stevenson Clark is in 3. I think I can see your solution from here. Carry on, Javier. Shunt open A to 2. I can't shunt open A. Oh, yes, I can. I know what I'm... Yes, that is what I was going to do. Open A from siding 1 into siding 2. Yeah, I think I can see your solution. And if I'm right, you've done very well. And I turned the thing the wrong way and sped off into it again. Of course, that's a totally legal move on the railway. You can just push wagons with your shunter's pole. I can't remember whether those two at the end are connected. They are. Excellent. And that was there the whole time. Getting a very good feel for it. Excellent. I expect everyone to be building inglenooks now for their homework. Gary should definitely join in one of my remote operating sessions when I finish building this layout, or at least enough of it to operate. I would love to do so. I would also love to fix this Thomas Meakins wagon. I did try to put some metal wheels into it earlier, because it's on plastic wheels. But the axles weren't long enough on the ones I had that were the right diameter, so that was annoying. Right, go ahead, Javier. Oh, I've emptied the hydration vessel again. And now, just to add to the catastrophe, I've emptied the hydration bottle. It's okay though, I've got another one that's full. Leave the open A and shunt to 3. Are you sure shunt to 3 and not shunt to 1? 1 is the one at the back. 3 is the one at the front. I shall await confirmation. And fill the hydration vessel. Hydration miracle. Or planning ahead. Take your suggestion for it. Well, you see, if we go back to siding 1, Javier, then we can leave this one at the end there, and it is at the end there. So we can have your first wagon put away. No, that's 1 at the back. Live stream is definitely a new and innovative concept in railway modelling. I'm glad you think so. So I've been tripped up at one point, but I think I have it. I think you do as well. So that is the Thomas Meakins wagon where it needs to be. What would your next move be, Javier? I did not touch the controller there. We all saw that, didn't we? I'm going to turn it off now. I think we've reversed fast enough. Yeah, but I did not touch anything. That was just like, nope, I'm going to go smash that wagon. Obviously, it's had enough of it derailing. I was just like, nope. Shunt to 3, that's what I thought. So now we want to hook up to this one, I assume. That sort of thing. That's it. Bring that bad boy to 1. That's what I thought. There we go. That's 2 wagons in their correct place. What would you like me to do next, Javier? Hydrate, that's what you'd like me to do next. Good answer. No, no. And about face to 3. This is 1. For next time, we obviously need visible numbering on the sidings. Look up to that and disconnect from that, I can only assume. And would you like me to take these back to siding 1 now? But of course. The words from me. Bar for lock, I saw that. Field drinking supplies, hydration is important. Now shunt the first 2 from 2 to 3. Fine, I thought you were going to say that. You can get drinking supplies of the Oak Hill variety, Gavin. I do have a merch store that sells mugs with hydration is important written on them. No, that's the wrong link. Don't grab the middle one. Sorry, earlier. It's cool. Excellent. I'm glad you approve. And I think I now have, for future, when I've got more couplings, enough beer wagons to do the Inglenook with only beer wagons. You know what's next? I do indeed know what's next. You have done it, Javier. We just need to move that wagon to the front, and you have successfully solved the Inglenook. Takes my nice heavy solutions. Watch out, roll into your wagon from Ian Walker's Fine Nails of Linton. Oh, definitely. I want more wagons for my beer train. No Javier command. Oh, the Javier command used to exist. Slightly pull one deep, blindly good. Must go through them again. Excellent. There we are. As the wagon comes into shot, one completed puzzle. And it's nearly 11:30. I've had so much fun so far tonight. I hope you all have as well. Oh no! I bent my shunter's pole. All spots is coming along nicely. Excellent, excellent. That's what I like to hear. Proof of fun. Oh dear, oh dear. Indeed, oh dear. I think it's all right. Can we squeeze out another go? No beating the classic going. Indeed. Does anyone else want to have a shunt? Not tonight, I'm exhausted. Fair enough. We have an SECR Loco Coal Wagon. We have an LBSC Open A. I should really move this one to the front of the train first, shouldn't I? Love the idea, but I have dinner coming up in 10. Fair enough. There will be more opportunities. We have a Thomas Meekins wagon. We have a Stevenson Clark wagon. And last but not least, we have an RC Barefoot Coal Merchant of Oak Hill wagon. I hope you're having a nice dinner in 10 minutes, Andy. Because nice dinners are the best dinners. Now for me to move the invisible ones. And then I can grab them all and shift them up to the top. No takers, I'll have one more go, I guess. Okay. Go ahead. There is your order. I await your first command. Shunt 3 wagons from 1 to 2. I shall couple them up and then we shall get those 3 wagons moved. Son has come back from 5 weeks of ballet training in Seattle. He picked pizza. So kids' choice. I mean, I quite often let the kids choose, and there's many worse things to have than pizza. I am stuffing myself with Mexican food tomorrow because Mexican food is the best food. Really Mexican food. Excellent. See, it's my birthday tomorrow, so I get to choose. And I was like, my mum's like, "Oh, what do you want? What do you want for a birthday dinner?" I was like, "Mexican. Make me Mexican food." So there'll be tacos, burritos, fajitas, enchiladas, quesadillas, everything. Tacos. And it will be wonderful. What's next, Javier? Love Mexican food and Italian food, basically. Load it with an unreasonable amount of chili and I'm happy. Yeah, that's fair enough. Some really good food in Chihuahua. Excellent. Can we fit the SC to free? No. This 3 is full, 2 is full. Now I know what I'm requesting in October. Have I not made you Mexican food before? Make sure there's some guac in there, of course. You have not. Oh, well, I do apologise. I will make sure to make you some in October. Because I cook fantastic Mexican food. I have something Mexican at least once a week. And there we have the open A moved to siding number 1. I await your next command. I take it by that you mean light engine. Shunt is my command. Maybe that should be a command and a t-shirt. You're right, that should be a t-shirt. Problem here is that we have all of the unwanted wagons on siding 2, so it's no longer usable. It's better that the unneeded wagons split between back sidings 2 and 3. Well, I could see that as an advantage, yes. Let's see where Javier goes from here, though. Questions like, who's your favourite wagon kit brands? Cambrian, Parkside, Dapol, etc. Good question. I can't really say Linny anymore. I do quite like Cambrian. That's Cambrian there, the Open A. Linny, Dapol, Oxford, Linny. I want to say Cambrian again and Bachmann. Take the first wagon from 3 to 1. Right. Not Dapol is usually my preference for wagons because the wheels, for some reason, seem odd. Return. The mate wanted me to join the call briefly, but also have an idea for a model railway-based version of Taskmaster. Welcome back, Thomas. Good to have you here, and I look forward to hearing about your model railway Taskmaster idea. I've responsible one, shunt. To all my own shunts. Welcome. I'll say the first wagon free. Cambrian, the only one to do pre-grouping wagons. It'll be Thomas Meekins Hornby. This one is not, no. Hornby did do it as well, but this is a kit built one. Kit built, I think it's Slater's via POW sides. It might be Slater's then. Right, there we are. We are shunted as requested, Javier. What's next? Taskmaster is a TV show where you must do tasks that the Taskmaster sets you, James. Shunt the first from 1 to 3. But we've just moved that one from 3 to 1. Well, Camry and Death also. Well, the stealth flower in the mouldings. I think I mentioned that a year ago. I dislike Parkside instructions. May well have done, yes. Did you like my shunt? First two, I mean. The first two. Okay. Off we go. Oh, so sort of thing. Challenges, point, paint logo, pound landslide the match. Large movie also in good times over challenges. Lost one. I imagine. MRC, but scratch word challenge is actually good. Oh, I mean, what about the rest of it? Is the rest of it good as well? There we are. Wagons have made it to their siding. SECR van to 1. Okay. James's favourite van going to siding 1. It's good when I recognise people. The rest annoyed me to a degree. I nearly blew safe a couple of times. When a loco is shunting, does it require a head code? BR certainly had head codes for shunting, which was one white and one red shown front and back. This being a private industrial yard, no, so we're just wearing a couple of lamps. Right, SECR ban to 1, done. Such as the one with Mr. Luke Ryan and the one with Mary Hampton Productions. I like seeing their teams, for example, despite feeling Luke and co-work unfairly cast out. Well, that's TV for you. Now disconnect engine, light engine to 3. Okay. I perchance may have missed a step, but let's see where this goes. Sure, let's go for it. Where would you like me next? Got 20 minutes to solve it. Take the first one, shunt to 2. What got me was incorporating what was quite ingenious yet. Stratwell wasn't great, but still better than the fish fans and firebox flickers. Yes. But TV. Watch more rail TV thing. It's fun, like it's set out, but a bit more Mickey taken away. Serious rail modelers don't typically have crazy gimmicks everywhere. I agree. I very much agree. Wrong, I think. Never mind, these things happen. What is it you're trying to do? Or just, more commands. More commands are great. Bring it back to 3. Okay. It is back in 3. We always call these puzzle live streams Let's Shun. I mean, it would make sense, wouldn't it? Love to see someone making a model of Marylebone in 1930s, 50s. Make use of the new A5 or perhaps Rickman's Worth. Yes, that would be good. That would be very good. TV or not, I don't care. It was meant to be judged on incorporation, and yet those loose switch from on it would be like winning the sci-fi round because it had a police box on there. I'll take a moment here. Do you surrender, Javier? Do you surrender? Got a GCR A5 brass kit in the maturing cabinet. Must get around to it. Well, yeah. Now there's a ready-to-run one coming. You best do. Race the ready-to-run one to market. Never. It's okay to surrender. Light engine to 2. Okay. Oh no, it just rocked sideways. I didn't actually derail it. Take the open D to 1. Open D to 1. Where now? Take the 4 from 1. I can't take 4. I can only fit 3 in the head shunt. Shunt to 3. So we're going light engine to 3, yeah? That's stuff my plan. Well, so them's the rules. But yeah, that Thomas Meekins one being in that back corner there does make it a lot more difficult. Shunt the first 2 to 2. Well, I would do if it coupled up. That wasn't very nice of it. That was even less nice. Look, derailing itself. Imagine England expanding as a sport on television with snooker style commentary. I think I've reorientated myself, but let's see. Indeed, let's. Shunt the first 3 from 1 to 3. Okay. As long as you know I can't leave them all there, I can only leave 3 wagons in each side, in each of those sidings. This open D needs some more weight as well. Leave the SC in 3 and then jump to 1 again. Okay. There we go. See what's happening, I think. There's a night. Oh, no work tomorrow, but still have to get up at 6. Okay, good night, Paddleball, and thank you for stopping by. Great to have you here. As always, sleep well, and I guess you really won't be working too hard this time. Then bring that consist to 3. So we're grabbing the Thomas Meekin ones and coming back to 3, yes? I'm pretty sure that's what you're saying, so I'm going to go ahead and do it, but yeah, if you could confirm, please. Righto, excellent. It's nice to see spots right here, and certainly I've watched your videos for a while. See, good when people cross over, isn't it? There's not many streams, but I always enjoy them when I do. That's a bit of finessing, doesn't it? It does. I'm glad you always enjoy my live streams when you make it to them, Gavin. Right, there we go, Javier. What's next? I've got way too many wagons here. I can see where you're going. I'm struggling with the end, with how we get to the end product. Shunt the first 2 to 1. Yes, that's what I'm working out now. Oh. Excellent. Of course, we have here the first 3 we need in the siding. Then we have the next 2 we need in the siding. I just don't see how we get to that. Eight minutes left, Javier. Take the first wagon to 2. Minus 18 counting. Well, we're at 7 now, actually, James. The first 3 to 1. Oh wait, yeah, I was genuinely waiting for that. Light engine to 3. Light engine has arrived at 3. First 2 to 2. It's got to be the angle I'm going in at around the camera that makes this spot hard. He's Carol. Yes. First 2 have made it to 2, have you? Yeah? Light engine to 1. Now get off the footplate. Couplings dangle down, they don't go up. We have arrived in siding 1. First 1 to 3. Got that darn camera in the way again. It was being done now, maybe not actually. Make your mind up. First 1 has made it to 3. 2 minutes left. There's the bot reminding you to smash the like button. You know you want to. And then surrender. Fair enough, Javier. Fair enough. I think we have done fantastically well here. I've had a really good time playing trains this evening. I hope you all have as well. Twas a valiant effort indeed. And you completed the last one, Javier, so you did well. I think you did very, very well. I definitely want to do this again. I will get these wagons sorted. We won't do it next week. Next week we'll get some more scenery bits done. Now, obviously, we've got the back scene on now. We should hopefully have some buildings by next week, because Pico will deliver in less than a week. Honest. So we might have some buildings we can work on. Really annoyingly, and I'm not going to on camera, the track needs painting. I might do a small section of it on a live stream, just to, you can see what is done then. But yeah, so the track all needs painting. The buildings need doing. The ballast needs to go down. And then I say we do this again in a few weeks. What does everyone think to that? I'll definitely chunk command. He's been good. Thank you, Gavin. I don't have yet. Half is not bad. It's better than me. Theory, buildings. Good night, everybody. See you in a fortnight. Stay healthy. Oh, will you not be able to be back, Kevin? I will be back next week. Yes, I end up figuring it out after the stream ends. Oh, track painting balance, and then I'll be so immediate that you'll scream from across the Atlantic. Yes. More shunting, to see if I can adopt a new heuristic strategy that might solve it next time. Well, what you need to do, James, is have a play with the one that Paderborn made that's on Discord. !Discord in the chat for those that haven't already joined. It's in the interesting, useful links. It's one of the pinned things is an Excel-based shunting puzzle that Paderborn did, and it meets all the rules of the Inglenook puzzle. It's absolutely fantastic. Running on heuristic will not be within computational limits. It's called harmony. Right on, my fellow people. So yes, thank you for watching, everyone. It's been absolutely fantastic. I've had a great time. I hope you have too. And I look forward to seeing you back here next week when we'll do some scenery work on here, so we've got a bit more of an actual layout to play with next time. This has been Let's Build. I've been Gary. You've been awesome as always. Good night.